Are you creating video content for your social media and digital communications, but it's landscape, portrait, or square, and you want to make it into a meme style format? That's what you're going to learn today in terms of using a very inexpensive iOS app. My name's Krishna Day. You'll find me online at krishna.me, where I share social video and live stream tips. Today, we're going to be exploring how to use Vemely, which you'll be able to access on your iPhone. Let's get started. Once you're in the app, you'll be able to see all of the videos on your camera roll. From there, you can choose the video that you wish to work with. The video I'm choosing to work with for this demonstration is a piece from Snapchat, so it's pretty short, but I have the option, if I wish to just trim the element of the video that I actually want to bring in to this format. The maximum length of your video that you can use in terms of repurposing as a square format in Vemely is actually 5 minutes, which is a pretty long length of time. Once you've selected that video or trimmed it as well, you can then look through the different options, and you can see you can work here with videos that are 4:3, 3:2, 1:1, 16:9, or in fact 9:16, which is what I'm working with here. And you can see there's options to have the words above your video, below your video, or above and below. So now I can also have a look at some default formats I've got, and I'll talk about them towards the end of the video. So let's pick a format in terms of what I want to work with this 9:16 video. And here I can now start to work with adding some text. So you might put that already prepared in your TXT file on your phone and then just copy it across, which is what I've done. Having added my text, I now can look through and select the font that I wish to work with. And so you again might decide on something that's going to be relevant to your brand. Having chosen that font, I can then start to work through the color picker. Because I'm working with a video from Snapchat, I decided to look for setting this color up as a yellow. So you can choose whichever color is relevant for your video and for your brand and your business. Once I actually have worked through that, I can then choose the size. Do I want to make that content larger or smaller? In fact, you'll be able to even have multiple lines of content, and then you can justify it left, right, or center. Having done all of that, you can then start to work on a border for the full square video. This is really helpful if you've got something like me. I'm working on a white video background at the minute, and therefore I might want to have something that just goes around the whole square to help it stand out wherever I'm placing it. So I can choose the border width. I can also choose the border color. And so that's what I've then set up. Having added my words, I've now got a border around it. Having done that, I actually then can start to work on the canvas color. So that's the whole background color of the video. You'll often see people placing background colors there, which might be black to help it stand out, or red, or picking a color that's from within the video itself. So let's have a look at selecting that canvas color. And so again, all I do is actually work with the color slider to choose the color I want. Now, in my case, I decided to keep it white, but you can see how it works through just by using that color slider to be able to choose the color for the background of your video. So once I've done that, I've actually got the border set up, I've got the color, the background set up in terms of the canvas. I can now start to look at the video as well, and on the video I also can set a border itself in terms of, in my case, that portrait video. That might be helpful to do to help it stand out and just define it. You may not need to do that, depends on your video. So again, you can set the width of that border and you can set the color of that border. So you've got two borders options here, and of course your canvas color and your text that you actually then being able to work with. Having done all of that, I can now add a watermark. The watermark will be at the top left of your video that you've inserted into the square format. And I can then change the color of it, I can change the size of it, I can change the opacity of it, and I can also change the font. And so that's really helpful if I want to have something that's not too obtrusive, but just actually mention my name. It could equally be my website that I want to add there, and actually working through the text, the size, the opacity, the color, and the font to be able to set up that watermark. So here you can see that once I've got all of those in place, there's a lot of features that I've been able to use within this very simple app called Vemely. I can also change the resolution of the video. I can see what it was imported at and what I can export it at. And then once I've done, I can process it. You can see how quickly in real time it took for that quick video to be processed. And then I can save that to my camera roll. From there, I'll be able to move it back to my desktop and also share it wherever I wish to do so. In terms of having processed that video, now I can save that default. So I've done a lot of work in terms of setting up a template. I might want to use that again. So I can now name that template. The next time I bring in a vertical video, if I want to build it off that template, I actually have now got that saved in terms of within the app, which I think is very, very helpful to be able to do so. So I hope you found this helpful as a way to actually repurpose your content. Let me know how you get on, and I look forward to actually hearing about your experiences of using Vemely.